All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new live stream series, Popdust Playlists. And I'm your host, Abby, with Popdust. And today I will be talking with a super cool band called the Sonder Bombs. And they're from Cleveland, and their new album, Clothbound, is out this Friday on Take This to Heart Records. So, because there was nothing more interesting to me as a music fan than learning about the music that musicians I love. So, welcome to the Sonder Bombs. Can you guys introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm Willow, and I play ukulele for the Sonder Bombs.
And I'm Jimmy, and I play guitar.
Amazing. So one of the lead singles from the album, it's called Crying is Cool, which I fully support the sentiment. So I think a natural first question is, what is the ideal album, in your opinions, to cry to?
Oh, wow, that's tricky. My first thought was Be the Cowboy.
Ooh.
Because that album made me cry a lot. But so did Four of Arrows by Great Grandpa. So I don't know.
Yeah, I like
the toss-up between those two.
I would say Damon Albarn's Everyday Robots.
Is that his solo record?
Yeah, it's his only solo record.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, it's the guy behind Gorillaz and Blur. Yeah. One solo record, and there's a lot of some pretty gut-wrenching stuff on that record.
Yeah, that's there's one or two songs on there that's really heartbreaking.
That's interesting. I would not have thought, I haven't listened to his solo work. I would not have thought, though, as a distant Gorillaz and Blur fan, that Damon Albarn would have really, really sad, gut-wrenching music.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple. That record's really slow.
Okay.
And a little depressing.
We support it.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, so another one of the lead singles off the album, it's this really awesome, vengeful sort of energy. I love the lyrics in that song, but it's just called K with a period. And I feel like that's the rudest thing you could ever say to someone.
For real. And that was the idea behind the title of the song. Cause we thought about naming it something really corny, metal, aggressive. And then we were like, wait, no, what if it's just the most passive aggressive text that you can see from somebody, just pay with a period. So yeah.
So what's in the theme of that, what's an album that is your angry go-to, you're driving, you're screaming? What is that for you?
Oh, wow. Angry and screaming.
I'm going to say Code Orange Underneath for me.
Ooh.
I really like that record.
Honestly, for me, I feel like it's Taking Back Sunday.
Yes. just general, or Tell All Your Friends?
Tell All Your Friends, for sure. Yeah, the deluxe edition with the extra tracks, B-sides.
Deluxe edition only.
Yes, exactly. I know every fucking word of that record.
Well, speaking of words, since I mentioned, I think you guys just have a really good knack for really witty, really, what's the word? Just really a lot of imagery and whatnot in your lyrics that I think is really special. Who is someone that you look up to, or a record that you look up to where you just feel like they are the example of really good lyricism?
I mean, I'm a sucker for Joni Mitchell. I would say her lyricism is it just shoots straight through my bones into my heart when I hear her. So yeah, definitely Joni Mitchell for me. How about you?
I don't know if my answer necessarily matters. I don't write lyrics for the band, but I've always liked old Arctic Monkeys lyrics. I always thought they were kind of witty and snappy.
Oh yeah, very snappy.
Francis Quinlan too writes amazing
that was the other one.
Yeah.
That was my other choice.
Their lyrics are insane.
Yeah, that's funny you brought up Francis, because I remember looking through the press release and I saw Joe Reinhardt worked on the record, and I'm a huge Hopalong and Algernon Cadwallader fan, so I always love the more he works on other more up and coming bands that I love. It makes me very happy.
It made us really happy too.
Yeah.
It was a fucking dream come true getting to work with him. So yeah.
A lot of Hopalong fans in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this band is built on Hopalong fans.
Yes.
Nice. Cool. That explains why I resonate with your music also in that case. Cool. And then I feel like, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but I feel like on Twitter, especially recently, I guess just because we're all sort of resorting to nostalgia lately, I feel like there's been a lot of trends where people have shared albums that either like were super important to them in high school or came out when they were in high school. Just a lot of like, I don't want to say like regression because I feel like that has a negative connotation, but a lot of remembering kind of the albums that were important to us as teens.
Yeah, like the nostalgia factor.
Yeah, so I know you mentioned Taking Back Sunday, and you can absolutely repeat that, but what are albums that you feel like encapsulate your adolescence the most?
Oh God, so corny, but Blue Album.
It's a great record.
And Green Album. Honestly, I fell in love with Weezer by listening to Green Album first. But Blue Album's my favorite.
I think my high school can be summarized by Nirvana's discography.
I was like, can you say it?
Nirvana
Is he gonna own up?
and Kid Cudi's discography. I think those two artists were like the most impactful for me.
Oh yeah, Kid Cudi too. Yeah, Kid Cudi for me too.
Yeah, that was a big one for me.
Yeah.
The Man on the Moon, Man on the Moon 2. And Indica. People hated Indica, but I thought it was really good.
There's just silence on the other end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fight anyone if they say that record's trash, but I really like it.
I haven't even heard of that one.
It's got the Just What I Am on it. I wanna get high.
Oh yeah.
That's like also like the best song on the record.
Wait, it's called Indica, like the strain of weed.
Yeah, but I think Cud because like Kid Cudi.
Well, duh.
Yeah.
Nice. Lots of hot takes about Kid Cudi and Weezer going on tonight.
Kid Cudi.
Those are honestly two artists that have a very similar trajectory where like they had strong beginnings and then like really rough middles and then like strong later discography.
Yeah, it seems like Weezer is getting like good again.
Yeah.
I kind of feel similarly, but I'm still like a little bit afraid to say it.
I understand.
Don't want to jinx it.
Oh, what a polarizing bunch. were there any like specific albums? I feel like everyone who plays in a band kind of has that. They remember like the first riff that they learned or something along those lines. Do you have an album that you kind of feel like made you want to be a musician? Or it can be multiple if there's too many.
For me, it was Nirvana. Just no album. Just I learned every song they've ever written, including like demos and B-sides and live rarities.
Yeah, like, Jimmy knows like literally everything about Nirvana. He's fucking music history museum.
I think when I discovered them, that was like the only artist, like literally only artist I listened to for like 3 months straight.
Wow.
It's crazy how like when you get asked a question you like about music, you forget like all the music you've ever heard in your entire life. But no, I mean, I guess I honestly would go back to Weezer, and Pixies too. Like,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Doolittle was really big for me too.
Yeah, Doolittle was like the biggest one for me, but I don't know if it really made me want to be a musician. I don't know what made me want to be a musician.
That's all right too.
Someone into it.
Yeah, kind of. No, for real though.
Nice. Do you feel like what kind of albums do you feel like inspired you the most in the making of this current record, or even like as the Sonder Bombs formed? Did you have kind of albums that sort of guided you to what you wanted to sound like?
Well, I think specifically for Clothbound, like we did have influences, and I think the top 3 records for that would be Patience by Mannequin Pussy, Four of Arrows by Great Grandpa, which I mentioned earlier, and then Bark Your Head Off Dog by Hop Along.
Yes.
Those were the records that we were all just like binging together. When we were kind of like deciding like what we wanted our record to sound like and like how it pieced together, we all picked 3 records each, and those were the 3 that we all had like overlapping with like one other member. So those are the records we went with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And then
You have any
I thought you said it all for me. Well, I think Pixies always finds its way into our writing because of like your instrument being acoustic based, and then like I do like those dinky little leads on top of it. Oso was really basking in the glow. I was listening to a lot of Oso.
That and Code Orange too.
Code Orange
and Knocked Loose.
Knocked Loose. Yeah.
That's where K came from.
Yeah, I was listening to, like, a different shade of blue like on repeat, and I was like, "Hey Willow, can I write a breakdown for K?"
You did.
Yeah, it worked.
And I love
it. Worked. That's interesting. I didn't hear really like I haven't really heard so much the Oso influence yet, and I'm a huge Oso fan as well. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense, all the common ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any albums that kind of remind you, since you're based in Cleveland? Do you have any albums that sort of give you? I feel like Ohio is sort of an underrated music place. I don't know if that's just me. I'm not from there, but I feel like I hear about it a lot in bands and in lyrics. What album for each of you kind of reminds you of home?
I would probably say Mother by Runaway Brother.
Ooh.
They're also from Cleveland, and they were like one of the first bands that me and Jimmy like bonded over when we were writing music when we first started. And we would like sit in Jimmy's room and we would listen to that record like on loop. And it was cute because we would like dream about the day that maybe we'd get to like play a show with them. And we played many shows. And then we played many shows with them.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, Runaway Brothers got my heart.
Yeah, I would second that. That was like the first local band I ever heard that I was like, oh, you can be in a local band and be good. Like you don't like I was new to the music scene at that point in time. My perception was like, if you're local, you're not good. It was a very ignorant take. And then that was the first band that completely shattered that reality for me. And then I started discovering other bands and like.
Yeah, and then we just dove headfirst.
Yeah.
Just.
We're
in it now.
Just like jumped in and flailed and hoped someone would like us.
And it's worked so far.
Thank you.
Cool. So I feel like, myself included, I feel like a lot of people in 2020, we turned to a lot of older music, I guess, that had brought us comfort in the past, and we're sort of finding our way back to it now. Did either of you have instances of turning to older music in 2020?
Are you talking about like older in terms of like stuff we used to listen to, or music that's just like from another decade, that kind of thing?
I guess it could be either. I was thinking more of like something that you used to love that you've kind of returned to, but it can be either. If there's an answer for
I have an answer. Mansions.
Oh yeah, you've been listening to them a lot lately.
Yeah, they're a band that I'm just like I discovered them like quite a while ago. But I've been listening to them again a lot recently, and
I really got back into System of a Down pretty hard.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I was really excited when they came back. Those two new songs. But yeah, like I was really heavy into them for like a month or two last year.
Cool. And then were there any albums that like came out in 2020 that you either topped your best of the year lists, or you were just thinking, damn, I really wish I could see this live?
Oh my God. I mean, honestly, it's like every record that came out last year. We're like so excited to play shows again, but also to be able to like go to shows.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty tough question. I would say oh God, I don't know. Jimmy, do you have a first band?
I got so many. Beach Bunny, Dogleg, Orange, Namdi, Bartees. Who else dropped records last year that I really liked? Oh God, there were so many.
There were so many, but I second all of those. I would like to go to all of those shows as well.
There's so many more. I can't even think of any.
It's so weird because like time is just like blurred out a lot of.
I know.
I mean, yeah, Beach Bunny and Dogleg's records came out like right before or around the edge of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like they're 2020 records because of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's really weird to like think about.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember like thinking about the albums that came out in 2020, and I realized that Fiona Apple's album came out this year. and that just or it came out in 2020, and it felt like a completely different era.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have, and I hear you guys have a couple songs prepared to play for us.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So take it away. This is the Sonder Bombs performing live for us at Popdust.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
What song you want to start with? I gotta tune differently. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
This one is called What Are Friends For?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Before I left for tour, you said you wanted more, and I took that as a good sign. I'd rather walk all winter in bare feet than still be guilt tripping in your front seat. Passenger side, taking all the heat. It's not what I agreed on, no. But I dare you to notice when I'm gone. So stay down, shut my mouth. It's not up for debate. Cause if I get angry, it won't be gonna hate. Hey, what are friends for? Baby, what are friends for? If not to treat like shit or completely ignore. What are they for? I saw you in the city on that night. Yeah, you're always looking at me like you wanna fight a bite back now. So tell me how it's all my fault again. And when you call me up, no, I can't pretend. Stay down, shut my mouth. It's not up for debate. Cause if I get angry, you wanna mediate. Hey, what are friends for? Baby, what are friends for? If not to treat like shit or completely ignore. What are friends for? Oh, what are friends for?
Cool.
Cute.
I was worried I was gonna hit you with the guitar a few times.
I was
so
a little worried
trying
too.
I was trying to stay like hunched over as I could.
I'm glad you didn't hit me.
I am also glad I didn't hit you.
Good. Cool. All right. This one is called The One About You. Where did your mind go? It's like you've been floating around in your brain for too long. Come spend some time like how we used to when we would stay up till dawn. Stay up with me, won't you stay up with me, won't you stay up tonight? Cause if you stay up with me, I can make you sing, I can make you feel alright. But you are fine. Thank you.
The live stream performances, they're great until it gets to the time to applause, and then it feels awkward.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and everyone for tuning in. These are the Sonder Bombs. Their new album, Clothbound, is coming out this Friday.
2
So
days.
definitely listen to it. 2 days. One more sleep, and then it drops at midnight.
Oh, don't say that!
That's what I said earlier.
Well, we're super looking forward to it, and I wish you guys the best of luck with the album rollout, and stay safe. Thank you, everyone, for joining in, and thank you to the Sonder Bombs.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.